What is going on, you guys? It is February the 7th, first Friday of the month, which means it is time to give away 10 more free TTM addresses of players that are signing right now. We have a theme this month. The theme is NFL Hall of Famers. So I got you 10 of them right here, and I'm pretty excited about it because NFL Hall of Fame is my bread and butter PC. It's the thing that gets my motor running. It's the thing that puts the lead in my pencil. So here we go. First, Johnny Robinson. He was in the Hall of Fame last year by the senior committee or veterans committee, whatever you want to call it, senior finalist, blase blah. Long-time Kansas City Chief. Now, he kind of had a weird little deal when he first got inducted for the first couple months. So for years he signed his mail. And then when he was a senior finalist, he would inscribe NFL Hall of Fame senior finalist. But you're only a senior finalist for a couple months. And then right before the results came out, I seen some where he actually inscribed Hall of Fame. So that was really cool. And then I think once the results came out that he was going to be inducted, I think he got just bombarded with fan mail, which you could imagine. Brand new Hall of Famer, everyone wants to get that autograph in their PC. And so out of nowhere, he started charging. And you think senior committee guy, you're thinking, I don't know, $10, $20 maybe an autograph. He started charging $75 for an autograph, okay? And that didn't last very long. The community was like, no. So people quit writing them, and I guess the word is now that he will sign one autograph for you, will not inscribe Hall of Fame. But hey, it's free. So he'll sign one autograph for you, no Hall of Fame inscription, and that address is down below. Also, the same Hall of Fame class, and kind of another controversy, Gil Brandt, okay, the longtime general manager for the Dallas Cowboys. He was there for the Aikman, Irving, Emmitt Smith, all them dudes, compiled all that stuff together. And it's kind of weird. Sometimes he charges donations, sometimes he don't. I've seen average people, like average TTMers that don't get huge names in, get them for free. I've seen guys that TTM like crazy and know all the tricks of the trade. They'll get a note that's saying he's charging. So I think it's just whatever he's feeling when he opens up or reads your letter or what have you. But he's also an older gentleman. Like he's pretty up there. So if you want him in your PC, I suggest you write him. And roll the dice. I mean, worst case, what do you have to lose? 2 stamps and 10 minutes of time to get a letter together. And if you get it for free, I mean, I don't want to sound morbid, but the dude isn't going to be around forever. He's pretty old. Next, Ron Wolf, another executive, longtime Packer exec. And then he was on a couple other teams that did really, really good stuff. And that is down below. This is one of very few players that I have on this list. Most of these are executives or coaches or so on and so forth. Thurman Thomas, okay, running back for the Buffalo Bills, and all those back-to-back Super Bowl losses. Yeah, he was on those teams. So one thing funny with him, you'll notice the address is the NFL Hall of Fame itself. So he's one of the few players that will get... Hey! He's one of the few players that the NFL Hall of Fame will actually forward their mail. So there's sometime, I mean, you could go 8-9 months and not hear anything back. So be patient on that one. Next is Bill Parcells, the big tuna, the hot tuna, I don't know, tuna melt with cheese. I don't know. I think it's the big tuna. He's signing out of Jupiter. One thing about Mr. Parcells is he does personalize. So he will write to so-and-so. So what I do with Mr. Parcells is when I send him like a glossy card. An example would be his Panini Hall of Fame card, because I don't like my autographs to be personalized, because one day, if I'm being honest, one day I'm either going to sell them when I'm retired out of the Navy and make this into a business, or I'm going to pass it down to my children. So I don't want Garrett all over all my stuff. So what I do is I'll get a dry erase marker, go over it, and then wipe it down, and then what little residue is left, I will get some fingernail polish lightly, not flood your card, on a cotton ball, and then rub off the rest of the residue, and it gets rid of the personalization. So there you go. Next, Edward DeBartolo Jr. He was the 49ers owner for many, many years. I don't know, he might be now, I'm not sure. But back when the 49ers were kicking ass and taking names with Montana and Rice and all them dudes, Rathman, God damn, the list goes on and on and on. He was the owner. Okay, I think the stadium is even on like DeBartolo Way or something like that now. But he's out in Tampa. That's care of DeBartolo Holdings. So a funny thing with him is he is one address per household, per lifetime. Yeah. So I don't know how the hell they keep track of that, but I could tell you firsthand they keep track of it because I've been shot down. So if you want to scam to kind of get around that, oh, and he does personalize also. And he personalizes, unlike the freaking tuna melt with cheese above him, he personalizes a lot of times where your name, your personalization of your name is here, and his signature is kind of almost at the top. He signs and your personalization is kind of at the top of his signature, so it's very, very hard to do that trick. You're kind of stuck sometimes. I've gotten them 3 times, and 2 of the times I was able to remove the personalization. Hang on, boys. Turn it down. Next is Robert Kraft. Yes, he is not a Hall of Famer. But if you think that Robert Kraft is not going to be in the Hall of Fame one day, you need to freaking go ahead and puff and pass that stuff on, dude. Okay? I'm telling you right now, lock for a Hall of Famer of everything that he's done with the Patriots. He's currently signing really, really well. Him and Bill Parcells. Okay, I didn't put Bill Parcells on my list, but Bill Parcells also is signing, and what he does is really cool. So Mr. Kraft and Bill Parcells both personalize. Not Parcells, God dog it. Bill Belichick, not Parcells. So Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft both sign their fan mail. The cool thing about Belichick is not only does he sign your item, which he does personalize, but he also sends you a letter, a printed out letter, thanking you for caring enough about him and his career to send him an autograph request. And that autograph that is on that letter is real. That is not a fake autograph or a printed autograph. So I've made cuts with that. My friend Everett, I made him a slab gate, or not a slab gate, a inflate gate or deflate gate, whatever that they were calling that, where they were doing the deal. I made him a custom card years ago with a deflation needle and a cut on it, and it was really cool. So you kind of get 2 for 1 with him, but once again, Bill Belichick's not on the list, but that's just a freebie. So Robert Kraft. Moving on, Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner, like him or hate him, whatever. He's a great TTMer. He doesn't really inscribe Hall of Fame anymore on his items. But if you make it well known in your letter, like write your letter and put a post-it note on it, he will also send you a signed business card. So once again, that's a freebie. If you're already writing the guy and he's already signing your card or photo or something, why not get a freebie? I mean, obviously don't call the dude or email him. It's kind of a psycho, but it's free. Last 2, and I kind of get these dudes confused all the time because they played in the same era, They were both badasses. They were both freaking white dudes with white guy afros, and they're both offensive linemen. Tom Mack, which I did a player error project with him. Super fast turnaround. I think that player error project was less than 10 days to turn around. And Billy Shaw. So there you go. There's a 10-pack for you. Johnny Robinson, Gil Brandt. Those were both from last year's Hall of Fame class. Ron Wolf, Thurman Thomas, Bill Parcells, Edward DeBartolo Jr. I highly suggest y'all get him. If you'll look on eBay at autographs of Edward DeBartolo Jr., they're not cheap at all. Robert Kraft, Jerry Jones, Tom Mack, and Billy Shaw. Woo! That was probably the longest video that we've done for addresses. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Till next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye, toodles.